Okay, so I am going live. Um, so I am doing my second live video for you guys. I'm so excited. The first one didn't have very good reception, and I did it with my aunt, and it was an awesome video. You guys, I'm at a truck stop. Check this out. Woo woo! Oh yeah! Keep on trucking. So I am over the road this week, and I wanted to do something a little different adventure. So I was like, you know what? I am going to do a live trucker video because you guys have been missing my trucker videos so bad that I decided that's what I'm going to do. So as you can tell, all the trucks behind me, I'm actually parked for the night. So I'm like super excited about relaxing. But I just had a delicious dinner, you guys, called Black Bear Restaurant. Oh my God, it's so good. They have the most delicious big meals. I had a tri-tip sandwich with minestrone soup and a dinner salad, and it was phenomenal. It was like literally out of this world. I was loving it. It was so good. I'm so full. Of course, the best thing about like going to a truck stop is sitting at the diner and sitting at the bar area, because you get to talk to all these like juicy truck drivers. It's like juicy, guys. It's so much fun. So I was talking to this one guy, and he was like running produce, and they call it reefers, which is like refrigeration units. And he was like up at the bar, and we were talking, and I know, you guys, I have to hold the phone because I don't have my holder. So, he was talking about him like going to different locations in California, how he like hated it because of the traffic. And I was like, yep, I know what you mean. It's really bad there. So he was like heading back up to North Carolina, where he's like from. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm heading back up there tonight. And boy, he had the most delicious breakfast, you guys. But we talked like the whole time, and he didn't eat one thing of his breakfast. I felt so horribly bad. But you know, when you're stuck in a truck, like I drove 650 miles today, all the way from Tucumcari, New Mexico, down to the hot desert of Arizona. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? It's good to see you on here. And hi, good evening, Tanya. So it's good to sit down at the bar and talk to people, because like you don't get to talk to anybody. You're just talking to yourself all day. So you, yourself, and the truck, and the radio, if you can get reception. So I'm in hot desert of Arizona. And yeah, so you guys look at this is the truck stop, and I'm just out doing a trucker run this week over the road instead of local. So I love you and your videos, Lindsay. Yes, thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much for watching. And so I'm going to just go outside and walk around a little bit, and let you guys see a few of the things that's going on. Okay, so here we go. Hey, what's happening? Frankie Pingy, tell us a joke. Oh my God, I'm terrible at jokes. I don't know any jokes. Oh my God, okay, I gotta get out of this truck before I fall. Anyway, okay, all right. So I'm just gonna walk around so you guys can see all the cool stuff. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera around. Oh yeah, you guys. Juicy. Oh my God, I love watching these truck drivers, you guys, back up. Okay, this guy is totally gonna back up, probably into like one of these spots here. This is just like how he's like probably setting himself up. But this stuff is like so juicy, you guys. So here I am. And yeah, he's totally backing up. Of course, he got out. Don't forget to like this video. He goes, yes, don't forget to like my video. Thank you. It's like the best juicy part And of course, I had to lock my truck, so I had to make sure my truck is locked. So, yes, look at this, you guys. It's like the best. Okay, here it goes, guys. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna let you watch it. Totally. Up. Here we go. This guy's backing it in into that spot. And here's this one. This guy's new. You could totally tell because his trainer got out and is like spotting him on how to do it. See how he's too close to that one truck? So he's telling him how to turn the wheels. So Covenant's usually like a team truck driving company. But this guy, just flatbed, rolling it back. So juicy, huh, you guys? So I would walk around, but sometimes it can be kind of dangerous to walk around when everybody's backing up because you totally don't know like what everybody's doing. So, and right now everybody's coming in because it's super late and they're just trying to get a spot so they can head to bed. But I'm pretty sure this Covenant guy is like probably parking next to me because the way he's kind of setting himself up. But I'm gonna walk a little bit over here so you guys can kind of see like different areas. Look at how cute, you guys. There's a little travel trailer coming in. Juicy. Uh-huh. I guess I think this is an RV park too. Hello. So if you haven't been to Black Bear Diner, you guys, it is delicious. Such a good place to eat, and it's not like they have them sometimes at like Petros or TAs, but you know they have them at standalones too, and it's better than having it like at Country Pride or Iron Skillet. Much better meal for sure. Okay, so totally. Yes, look at that. It's not too terribly crowded here, you guys. It's kind of nice. Normally, there'd be like no parking available, but you know, it's daylight savings time and everybody's out trying to get the most of the daylight and the run that they can for the day. So glad you guys joined me for this live video. Hopefully the reception's better this time for the second live video. So I would have eaten with you guys, but I was so hungry. And last night, I went and had dinner at Denny's. And I swear to you guys, the line was like forever long to get inside the Denny's at the Pilot. And they only had one waitress. And I felt so bad for her. She was like one waitress and then the host. And the host had to come and help. It was terrible. Hey, I love watching. Damn, I didn't know you were live. Yes, I'm live, you guys. Totally live. Thank you so much for watching. So I felt so bad. So I left her a $20 tip because I literally felt so bad that she was like working so hard. But, you know, ever since the pandemic, nobody wants to go out and go back to work. So they're just overworked and everybody wants to start like enjoying life again. So I felt really bad. Honestly, they probably shouldn't have opened because they didn't have enough people to open. You're the sweetest. Thank you. So, you know, just keep in mind that, you know, everybody's trying to get back into the swing of things and everybody wants to go out to dinner or whatever, but just keep in mind the service might not be where it was before because these people are being overworked right now because everybody wants to get out and not enough people want to come back to work. So just be patient. I had to learn that last night for sure because I was starving, and when I'm hungry, I'm not very patient. I'm more grouchy and a grizzly. So I definitely had to go inside Pilot, get a little snack, and then sit down before I waited because I would not have been a happy camper. But tonight at this Black Bear, they were hopping and they had 3 servers and they were busy. So I was super excited about it. But I had my little friend that I got to sit next to. Hey girl, yay! Hey Heather, how are you? So it was kind of nice. So, okay, you guys, I'm gonna flip it around. Juicy, look at that. Oh my gosh. This is kind of a small little TA, you guys. It's not very big. I'm so excited to see you do it live. Yay, yes. Me too. I don't really do a lot of live videos because I don't know why I don't. I just don't. Just got here. Hope I didn't miss a lot. No, I'm just starting. We have a black bear here in Houston, but never tried. So what did you have? I had a tri-tip sandwich on like this really good, like fancy bread. Not like bruschetta bread, but it was like something similar to that. It was so good, you guys. Delicious with au jus. And a huge dinner salad. And minestrone soup. It was so good, the homemade soup. Yeah, you can't say that about every place you stop at, a truck stop, but definitely it was good. Very delicious. So if you're just joining, this week I decided I wanted to go do over the road and do a run up to Oklahoma City and back. So that's what I'm doing. So this week I'm just like hanging out, doing a run. So that's the great thing about trucking is it's very universal. Black Bear is bomb. If you have ever crossed through Tehachapi, let me know, girl. Yes, for sure I will. Yes. So that'd be so much fun to hang out. I will for sure. Hi, love your videos. Thank you. So I definitely got a little bit bored doing some of the local stuff. I mean, that's the great thing about it is you can always pick up a load if you want to do a regional load or over the road. I got burned out over the road for a really long time and I wanted to do local and be home more. So this is kind of like nice to, after, since August, I've been basically working local. So it's nice to be able to go back over the road again. So this is probably, just this week, maybe next week. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just know tomorrow I'll be home and I'll be home for the weekend. So, and I've only been out for like 3 days. So it was kind of nice. It was a short run and yeah. I love your OTR videos. Thank you. I'm going to try to do some more. Every time I'm over the road, I'll do some more videos for sure. It's really hard to do local ones only because I'm not in the truck very long. It's a short little 8-hour run and it's usually like back and forth running to truck stops. My dad was a trucker and on summers I used to ride with him. Oh my God, how much fun was that? Did you have a lot of fun going through Dad? I bet you did. Yeah. So yeah, working locally, it's a little bit rough because, it's just in and out of like shippers constantly. Amazing. Thank you. I bet it was. Like as a kid, that's probably like a good memory to have for sure. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip the camera. Look at all these trucks. Oh my gosh. Like juicy. So, and then you've got all the campers, possibly some. Yeah. There's like at least 4 campers for sure. This guy's leaving out. So, yep. All right, so I'm back. So I just wanted to like do a quick hi to everybody. Hope everybody's doing having a good night. And it's really late, so probably gonna cut this video a little bit short tonight. I know a lot of you guys just joined. but I definitely have to get some sleep. I just like drove 651 miles, so that actually isn't my flatbed. That actually is somebody else's flatbed. Hi, Frankie. I'm from Michigan. Carrie, thanks for sharing with us. You're very welcome. So this time I'm actually driving what they call a dry van, where it's just a regular van, you know, where I'm just hauling general freight, nothing too special. I've actually never done a flatbed before. I'm kind of nervous about doing flatbeds because you have to do a lot of strapping and securement, and you constantly have to check like almost every 3 hours to 150 miles to make sure that the straps aren't loose, according to the DOT regulations. So there's a lot more involved in that, and so I'm not really like wanting to do that kind of stuff. I definitely have respect for you guys. Amazing, hard job. Much respect on the 58. Thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome very much. So I have done reefers before, usually like produce, meats, chocolates. I used to take a lot of chocolate down to Laredo when I first started out. My son is currently trying to get his CDL, and the testing is kicking his butt. Oh my gosh, that is so true. It is so hard at the very beginning to get your CDL, you guys. Super hard. The one thing I can suggest is get download some apps that are based in your state and take the test multiple times. And as soon as you get that down and you feel pretty confident about it, because most of the tests that are on those apps are exactly what's on at the DMV. So if he can get those tests done, like the brake check, the general knowledge, you have to do the air brakes, the general knowledge, then if he can get those down really well, then he'll do okay on the test. But download apps based in your state for CDL and just keep taking the quizzes. Thank you. You did. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, apps are great, you guys. They really help out a lot when you're first starting out. And then go to a truck stop. Have them go to a truck stop. Check out how other people are backing in, how they're turning their wheels. You know, just kind of observe what's going on, because that will help you with the road test too. So that's really helpful. But definitely get into a good school. I would recommend when you first start out, if you can, to try to afford it, to try to get it on an outside school rather than go through like a trucking school on the outside, rather than going in with say like if you go with Warner and they have their own schooling, because then you're committed to them for a year, and if you don't like that company, you're pretty much stuck for a whole year because they're paying for your education to get your CDL. So I'd recommend, if you can afford it, either take out a personal loan, or if you have the cash, it's like $4,500 to $5,000 to go to trucking school. It's like 4 weeks, and yeah, that's like the best thing. Or the other option is, my dad used to own a trucking company that delivered propane out. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, it has meant serious business for sure. Propane's like no joke. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Okay, hopping back in, guys. Yeah. Okay. So I am actually running across country in a manual, you guys. I haven't driven a manual probably in 3 years. Yeah. So this trip has been one of a kind of an adventure, trying to retrain myself to drive a manual again. And that's been real fun. Had a couple stall outs already. You're welcome. Yes, thank you so much. So, yeah, it's kind of a pain shifting when you guys go up hills and mountains for sure. And then try to figure out how to do it again. That's a whole different ball game. Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely like my automatics, you guys. It's such a breeze. And you don't have to be stressing out every 5 minutes. So, It's definitely a different ball game for sure. But anyway, guys, um, damn, in Oklahoma, all is up. Yes, it is. Tell me about it. Yeah, what's your favorite truck stop? I love your pumping cars. Okay, so my favorite truck stop are usually like the TAs or the Petrolink because they're large and I can get in and out of them really easily. As far as like location wise, I don't have like a favorite location per se. As long as they're clean, they're safe, and they're easy for me to get in and out, that's all I care about. As far as location, it doesn't really matter because as long as there's an Uber or a Lyft, guys, I can just get in one of those things and I can go anywhere as long as there's an Uber and Lyft. So that doesn't really matter as far as what's around. You know, as long as one of those are available, I can find something to do. Trust me. So yeah, Uber and Lyft has been like a godsend in trucking, at least for me in a way. I mean, before like that happened, they probably just like bobtailed, somewhere. So yeah, truck stops are juicy. It's funny when they call someone name on the head call. Oh yeah, you guys. Okay, so when you're on the CB, you have a handler name. So my handler name is Hot Mess Mama, and my sister actually came up with that because she always says I'm a hot mess. So I said, yeah, Hot Mess Mama. And so that's my handler name on the CB radio, you guys. So when I first started out in trucking, I didn't have a CB. And then when I got into team driving, one of the guys had the CB radio. And it is so much fun being on a CB radio with a bunch of guys. And then you're like, using your handler name and talking on it and driving down the road. And the whole truck is up and down and vibrating and everything like that. It's so much fun. Yes, thank you, Tanya. So it is like hilarious when you're like talking on a CB for sure. But yeah, I love it. But I don't, as far as like favorite truck stop, I don't really have a favorite truck stop. But you know what? I do like Little Americans. Those they only have like two or three on this side of the country. But on the West Coast side, but they're really good, you guys. They're spacious and their bathrooms are like top notch. The showers. I mean, they have a shower and a bathtub, and it's like glorified. I mean, you can literally sit there and pamper yourself. If you want to do your hair or your makeup, they have like a little counter with a little stool that you can sit on and do your hair and makeup on. I mean, they're like literally like plush like bathrooms for truckers. Truck stops are like literally the best for sure. They're like juicy. I mean, you like all kinds of stuff happens at a truck stop. In fact, talking about a truck stop, I stopped at one today, this morning, and it was called Lisa's Truck Stop. And they had the best Mexican food, you guys. I got a 3-plate enchiladas with beans and rice and chips and salsa. And it was like $10. It was like so good. Delicious. And it was just a hole in the wall truck stop off I-40. And it literally looked like it was like ready to blow over. But you know what's funny about that? When you stop at a truck stop that's a little mom and pop that's like way out in the middle of nowhere, nobody knows about it, except for the billboard signs. And then, what about lot lizards? I actually don't see a lot of lot lizards actually anymore. Yeah, I haven't seen any since I first got my trucking license, like almost 4 years ago. I saw them in Dallas actually. Yeah, off Interstate 20. And so I have not seen lot lizards in a long time. But yeah, it was called Lisa's Truck Stop. And it was delicious. And a lot of old timers. Anytime you see an old timer, like a lot of old timers at a truck stop, you know that shiz is good. It is delicious and it's like the best place to stop. Yeah, so much fun. But you can't really, like, I wasn't gonna stop there, but then I was like, man, I'm so hungry. And I was only like maybe 3.5 hours into my drive this morning, and I was already hungry. And I was like, yeah, I gotta pull over and stop. And then I didn't want a Subway sandwich. I was like, I can't eat Subway. And I was like, that's where I'm gonna stop. This guy, no, and he trucks, and he said prostitution is heavy. Really? Where, I wonder? I actually never see it, hardly ever. Not on this side of the country anyway. Not on the east side. And I actually don't see it. I mean, but I haven't been out like over the road, for what, 8 months now. So maybe it's come back to life or something. But yeah, but guys can find that stuff anywhere. To be honest with you, so if they see like prostitution and then he knows where it's at, then he's got like a hotbed that he knows about. Because I actually don't see it a lot. Really? Houston? That's so funny. I was thinking about going to take a run to Houston, but then I realized it was going to be tomorrow. And so I declined the run because I was like, well, I'm on my current run right now. So, hi, Elaine. What's your nighty routine and what do you do to stay safe while sleeping in your rig? Okay, that's a good question. For some reason, they kicked there in many stops. He doesn't local in Tulare, California. Really? In Tulare, California? Well, that's crazy. Huh. I'm gonna have to really investigate that now. So my night routine usually is I have to feed myself first because I'm always hungry at the end of the day. So I'll usually go and eat, and then that kind of motivates me to go jump in the shower. And then I come back inside the truck and kind of just chill out. I'm either on my laptop watching movies or just kind of surfing the internet. Or if I don't do that, then I'm just kind of like on my phone, like the normal stuff you just kind of like do. I get my bed ready, get my jammies on. But I do stay with a pistol. Well, I have something better than a pistol, you guys. Let me just show you. Where's this thing? I have a rubber mallet, you guys. Beware. So yeah, I'm gonna knock your teeth out. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I stay safe. As I'm knocking myself out almost. But yeah, you go, girl. Thank you. So there's a lot of things you can do to be safe, besides owning a gun. I'm not against guns or anything like that. To each its own. If you want to carry a pistol, so be it. But here's the thing about trucking. There's a lot of regulations when you're in trucking when it comes to guns. A lot of trucking companies won't allow you to carry a gun. And if they catch you with a gun and something happens, they'll terminate you. It's really crazy and weird. When I first started out in trucking, everybody was like, Elaine, you need to carry. And I was like, okay. And then they said, well, get some mace. And I was like, okay. And so then when I approached some of these carriers saying, hey, can you carry, a gun, or can you carry mace or whatever? A lot of them said, no, it's against our company policy. So they're like, the only thing you can do is carry like a bat, because you can, beat your tires with that, a rubber mallet, a hammer. The other option was wasp spray, you guys. Can you believe that? They're like, carry some wasp spray, or because it, goes far in a distance. So there's like all kinds of tools. I can just tell you that this is one of my tools. As far as my other tools, now that's my secret. Of what I keep safe, keep me in safety and whatnot. But most of the time it's just being smart, being visual, being smart, know your surroundings. The biggest thing is, just don't take any crap, and just stay out of trouble, and just, don't be walking around where you shouldn't be walking around. Do you get to use Wi-Fi at the truck stops, or do you stay in your phone? So, the Wi-Fi at the truck stops kind of suck. It's not that great. Mama said knock you out wasn't a song for no reason. You got that right. That is so true. So yeah, Wi-Fi is not all that great. You can purchase Wi-Fi from the big carriers, like from Pilot, if you do it on a monthly, or you can do it on a even a nightly thing for a couple hours. You just log on to the website and you can purchase like a couple of hours of Wi-Fi. They do have Wi-Fi if you go inside. It's free. But if you're in your truck, sometimes the satellite, you can't catch it. So you don't get it like, super easy. But I just use, because I have Sprint, so I just use my hotspots that I have, and it works really well. I can stream, Netflix, Hulu, anything like that from my laptop off my phone. So, yes, be careful is correct. Thank you. Yeah, being careful is the biggest thing. Lock your doors just like you do at home. Yeah. Yep. You got that right. And we're big steel ass twos. Our big steel shoes, not twos. You know what I mean. Big steel shoes, boots. Yeah. Because you can kick it where it hurts. Mm-hmm. Yes'm. So, yeah. But, honestly, nobody really messes with me, you guys. I know. So, have I ever had a crazy experience? Stay safe, get some rest, and love you. Love you too. Thank you. So, yeah. So, I've had some crazy experiences when I first started out. And I think I've shared that on a couple of my videos when I first did some trucker videos. I think the biggest one that scared me the most was when I was back in New York. Um, and I was traveling through, and it was actually a TA. And I woke up the next morning and there was like a bag of poop right here by my driver's side door when I opened up. And on my windshield, on the front windshield, there was ice cream. Somebody tossed like a bunch of ice cream all over the windshield. And then on my driver's side mirror, they wrote in lipstick, like really nasty, like profanity on the driver's side window. And I was like freaked out because I was like, man, a lot of times these truck stops have like Securitas or some other type of form of security, which is like kind of a joke in a way. But, they do like security patrols. I mean, they're not real cops. They're like renegade. They don't care nothing but a baton, if that. But, security patrol kind of, prevents people from wanting to do something stupid. But the thing is, I was freaked out only because I woke up the next morning and nobody was around me. I was like the only truck left, pretty much, which was bizarre because usually there's a couple of trucks left, at a truck stop when you wake up. But there was nobody. And it was scary because I was like, how can nobody see what happened, Um, what is the longest time you've been on the road? So, so nobody was around me. So I woke up and there it was all over. And it was kind of scary because somebody was obviously watching me. And I had pulled in really late. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I woke up and all this stuff was, around my truck. It was a little freaked out. So, yeah, needless to say, I hurried up and went inside to do a report. And, that's all I could do at that point in time, and report it to my company. There was nothing else I could do. They were already gone. So, but that was when I first started out, and I haven't really had any issues. I've stayed at, rest areas and whatnot. When I first started out, I stayed in a lot of rest areas because I did not know how to back in. Because when you first go to trucking school, you have 4 weeks, and you have very little time to learn how to back. And even when you go to like a big major company, they train you. Maybe a couple weeks you go with a trainer. And a lot of it's just like you're just team driving. You're really not learning too much, So backing up is a skill you have to constantly learn, like constantly. So when I first went out and I started by myself, I parked in rest areas because I didn't want to get in an accident. I don't want to back into another truck or another trailer. And it was a lot easier for me to get into rest areas than it was at a truck stop. So yeah, rest areas were my friends. The longest time I've been out, you guys, is 3 weeks. And honestly, after 3 weeks, it is really rough. You're starting to feel it after 3 weeks. So I don't want to stay out. I never stay out longer past that. 2 weeks is probably a good time period. A week is nice for sure. But 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, it's time to go home and relax for sure. 3 weeks is like a stretch. Yeah. So Yes, Monique, it is rough, let me tell you. It's like, wowzers. Yeah. So, all right, you guys. Well, have a good night. Stay blessed, and we will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will definitely try to do more live videos. And if I go out more over the road, you know, in the next coming weeks or whatever, I'm gonna definitely do some more live videos, and I'll try to take you inside one of the diners next time. So this way you guys can kind of get a feel for it too. Love you too, Heather. Have a good night, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. Okay, this is my first one, so I don't know how to shut it off. Okay. Um, oh my goodness, you guys. I don't even know what I'm doing. I swear I don't. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, bye, you guys.